your take on our boy Wemby. I think it looks like he lost his cool a little bit.
Yeah,
That was crazy. Cause at first I'm like,
that
there's no
was.
way he really just elbowed him. Then when I saw the replay and I saw how bad that was, I'm like, yeah, he's there's no like if DeAndre Ayton got ejected for like at a smaller scale, like an unintentional or less malicious elbow, like they had to do that, and so I think that honestly that saved the Wolves season because I didn't watch Game 3 to see the
They still
Spurs
almost
young team.
lost.
Right, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the
So
Spurs. Yeah,
they walked him down Game 3, and it took Ant to really summon I think everything out of him to get 30, and then Ayu Dosunmu turn into Roddy White as former Bulls player to catch the ball. Like yeah, dude, I mean they were right there. And I think if they lost that game, Minnesota's going home. Like there's no way with Wemby coming back pissed off from being ejected. He's damn near dropping 60, 20, 20 next game. Minnesota had to win that, but that was crazy to actually see the built up tension there.
most definitely. I mean, I'd imagine that Wemby was brought into a dark room with David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Greg Popovich, and just laying down the law, being like the Spurs way or whatever. Spurs are missing an enforcer because I mean, do you blame the kid? He's just been this is kind of the genius of Chris French, if you really want to call it that. This was the game plan. Um, every play, like they're just cheap shotting him. They're like really making him known that they're around. Edwards will do it. Naz Reid will do it. Rudy Gobert is obviously, both Frenchmen. They have their own rivalry from essentially the younger brother, older brother angle, even though Wemby is obviously much more talented. There was a conscientious strategy here, and it worked. To their credit, it worked. So it'll be interesting because on the flip side, Wemby might be a little bit less likely to play physical, which is going to be very interesting. And a big reason why they lost game 1 is that he was way too passive, taking way too many shots, shooting less than 30% from the field. So how does he take the fact that his remorse, how does he let that play into his game? Is he still going to play a physical game? How is it going to be refed now that everyone is a little bit on edge? All of that is going to be interesting because, yeah, the Spurs are the younger team, but they're kind of showcasing that they're pushing past Minnesota in regards to their potential. Minnesota should be the one that should be making a move or peaking between Ant, Gobert, Naz Reid, and that entire core. Um, it's really kind of shifted the tone of things a little bit. Absolutely.
I'm just glad that it's a series. I mean, we had 2 sweeps already,
Yeah.
and we were running out of games to watch here. So I'm glad for better or for worse that Wemby got ejected. I mean, I thought he may have been ejected for the next game too. I mean, that was a premeditated, vicious shot to the head with an elbow. You know what I mean? I think back in the day, Meta World Peace got 7 games. Obviously, he had much more of a history and baggage, a repeat offender of
Right.
crazy magnitude. So
Yeah,
not
Silver's not going to let him get suspended. He's like, listen, man,
That's too much.
Yeah.
interest
We talked about business earlier.
Exactly.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's they need him. They need him playing games in the offs
Yeah,
for the eyeballs. But I was pretty impressed with the Spurs to keep the pedal down even after Wemby left. Minnesota ended up taking it at the end, but those guards can still play. At the end of the day, it came down to a couple of De'Aaron Fox shots that didn't fall that let the Timberwolves kind of pull away, but they were kept in it. Harper was really good. That guy continues to impress me. How a team with him and Ace Bailey in Rutgers performing so bad is one of the biggest mysteries that I will never understand, at least within the past 18 months. I mean, it's crazy. He's so good. Yeah. He's poised. It's just he just plays at his own level. He's always on balance, doesn't get knocked off by any physicality that the other team plays with. And I felt like he was probably one of the better options for the Spurs going down into the final minutes versus even a guy that's more accomplished, such as De'Aaron Fox. So a lot of good things coming out of San Antonio. Obviously, Minnesota's just scrapping, clawing, doing whatever they can to kind of take it to them because they're dealing with their injuries and stuff too. But I'm glad there's some feistiness. We'll see how Wemby responds after getting punked, and then he's basically, everybody was Naz Reid pushed him down for no reason and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's his elbow that caught the ire of the refs and had him suspended. So you got to get your game face back on. And we saw what they did in game 2. They came back out and they just destroyed them, right? So
yeah,
we'll see if there's a revenge performance.
Yeah, I mean, dude,